it's even less than 100 years ago that every man would be able to survive out in the wild if they were left there for the night. They would be able to source their own food, they would be able to make shelter, and they would be able to survive for weeks on end. These days, things have changed. We've become accustomed to luxury. We no longer are in touch with nature. So I'm here to teach you everything you need to know about camping out in the wild and surviving and thriving. I'm out here in the forests of Scotland. To survive for the night, I've brought a knife and a cotton bud, and that's all I need to get me through the night. Switch that thing off. When you're out in the wilderness, you need to sustain yourself. There's no McDonald's that you can just pop into and pick up a meal. So if you're a vegetarian, then you have to rely on foraging. The forest holds a multitude of options for you. Plenty to find if you just know where to look. Follow me, let's go have a look. Ah, there we go. Some fresh rolls. What else is there? Ah, look at that. Sausages. We'll have some of those. Yes, thank you, Mother Nature. Of course, you could always forage for wild mushrooms. Yeah. Don't eat wild mushrooms. Water can be a problem to obtain when you're out in the wild. If there's no rivers and no streams, where do you get your water from? Of course, if you live in Scotland, it rains every fucking day, so water's not a problem. What I like to do though, is I wait until early in the morning. I get up and I collect the dew off leaves to survive. Here's some I made earlier. This water all comes from dew, all of it. It's fresh, it's wholesome, it's good. So if you want to survive out in nature, the best tip I can give you is that you need to improvise, adapt and overcome. Sometimes this might mean that you may need to drink your own urine to stay hydrated. There's no shame in that. All bushmen drink their urine on occasion. It's what you do. Doesn't scare us. So what you're looking for when you're looking for somewhere to bed for the night is somewhere that's dry, relatively free of wild animals, and this layer of pine needles will be a little bit of extra cushioning for me. That's perfect. Good night. Now some people might find it a bit cold to just sleep outside in the natural outdoors. Not me. I just hunker down, pull some leaves over myself, and that will keep me warm for the night. The blankets and tent is in shot, isn't it? So what do you do when you're at camp? You've finished eating what you've just caught for dinner, you've set up tent. What do you do for entertainment? Here's what I like to do. I like to whittle. So to do that, find yourself a stick. Okay. Take your knife, just start gently shaping it, slowly but surely. Keep on shaping it until you've got more or less what you want. So I've shaped that stick. Made myself this little axe. Now with this axe I'll be able to make the next step. As you become more proficient, you may want to try more challenging things to carve, like this spork. Or this fork. And if you really get into it, you might want to try something just a little bit more challenging. The only limit is your imagination. Where do you go to the toilet when you're out in the wild? I'll tell you where, because you're a man, everywhere is your toilet. See this? Sphagnum moss. Midwives used to use this to clear away the afterbirth because it has antibacterial properties. You could use this to medicate yourself outdoors when you're in nature. Can't cure chlamydia. Doesn't help with gonorrhea. And it doesn't help with pubic lice. At all. Good morning, and there you have it. How to survive out in the wild for a night with just the bare essentials. Got to about minus 20, 30 last night. Just pulled up some extra pine needles, a couple of extra twigs. That was me. Right, time to go and forage for some grubs, maybe a bit of berries. Have a great day.